Baal at Pethor, which is near the river in the land of the son of his people, to call him, saying, Look, a people has come from Egypt. See, they cover the face of the earth, and they are settling next to me. Therefore, once curse the people they are, perhaps to defeat them and drive them out of the land. For I whom he bless is, and he whom you curse is cursed. So the elders of Midian departed from this in their hand, and they came to Balaam and spoke to him the words of Balak, and said to them, Lodge here tonight, and I will bring back word to you, as the Lord speaks to me with Balaam. Then God came to Balaam and said, Who are these men with you? So Balaam said to God, Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab, he has sent to me, saying, Look, a people has come out of the face of the earth. Come now, curse them for me. Perhaps I shall be able to overpower them and drive them out. And God said to Balaam, You shall not go with them. You shall not curse the people, for they are blessed. So Balaam rose in the morning and said to the princes of Balak, Go back to your land, for the Lord has refused to give me permission to go with you. And the princes of Moab rose and went to Balak and said, Balaam refuses to come with us. Then Balak again sent princesses from numerous and more honorable than they. And they came to Balak and said to him, Thus says Balak the son of Zippor, Please let nothing hinder you from coming to me, for I will certainly honor you greatly, and I will do whatever you say to me. Therefore, please come, curse this place for me, curse these people for me. Then Balaam answered and said to the servants of Balak, Though Balak were to give me his house full of silver and gold, I could not go beyond the word of the Lord my God, to do less or more. Now therefore, please, you also stay here tonight, that I may know what more the Lord will say to me. And came to Balaam at night and said to him, If the men come to call you, rise and go with them, word which I speak to you, that you shall do. So Balaam rose in the morning, saddled his donkey, and went with the princes of Moab, Balaam, the donkey, and the angel. Then God's anger was aroused because he went, and the angel of the Lord took his stand in the way as an adversary against him. And he was riding on his donkey, and his two servants were with him. Now the donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way with his drawn sword in his hand. And the donkey turned aside out of the way and went into the field. So Balaam struck the donkey to turn her back onto the road. Then the angel of the Lord stood in a narrow path between the vineyards, with a wall on the side and a wall on that side. And when the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she pushed herself against the wall and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall. So he struck her again. Then the angel of the Lord went further, to stood in a narrow place, where there was no way to turn either to the right hand or to the left. The donkey saw the angel of the Lord. She lay down under Balaam. So Balaam's anger was aroused, and he struck the donkey with his staff. Then the Lord opened the mouth of the donkey and said to Balaam, What have I done to you, that you have struck me these 3 times? And Balaam said to the donkey, Because you have abused me, I wish there were a sword in my hand for now. I wish there were a sword in my hand, for now I would kill you. So the donkey said to Balaam, I am not your donkey on which you have ridden, ever since I became yours to this day. Was I ever disposed to you? And he said, No. Then the Lord opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing with a sword in his hand. And he bowed his head and fell flat on his face. And the angel of the Lord said to him, Why have you struck your donkey these 3 times? Behold, I come out to stand against you, because your way is said to the angel of the Lord, I have sinned, for I did not know you stood in the way against me. Now, therefore, if it displeases you, I will turn back. Then the angel of the Lord said to Balaam, Go with the men, but only the word that I speak to you, that you shall speak. So Balaam went with the princes of Balak. Now when Balak heard that Balaam was coming, he went out to meet him at the city of Moab, which is on the border at the Aron, the boundary of the territory. Then Balak said to Balaam, Did I not earnestly send to you, calling for you? Why did you not come to me? Am I not able to honor you? And Balaam said to Balak, Look, I have come to you. Now, have I any power at all to say anything? The word that God puts in my mouth, that I must speak. So Balaam went with Balak, and they came to Kirjath Huzo. Then Balak offered oxen and sheep, and he sent some to Balaam and to the princes who were with him. Balaam's first prophecy. So it was the next day that Balak took Balaam and brought him up to the high places of Baal, that from there he might observe the extent of the people. Chapter 23. Then Balaam said to Balak, Build 7 altars for me here, and prepare for me here 7 bulls and 7 rams. And Balak did just as Balaam had spoken. And Balak and Balaam offered a bull and a ram on each altar. Then Balaam said to Balak, Stand by your burnt offering, and I will go. Perhaps the Lord will come to meet me, and whatever he shows me, I will tell you. So he went to a desolate height, and God met Balaam, and he said to him, I have prepared the 7 altars, and I have offered each altar a bull and a ram. Balaam's mouth and said, Return to Balak, and thus you shall speak. So he returned to him, and there was standing by his burnt offering, he and all the princesses of Moab. And he took up his oracle and said, Balak, the king of Moab, has brought me from Aram, from the mountain of the east. Come, curse Jacob for me, and come, denounce Israel. How shall I curse whom God has not cursed? And how shall I denounce whom the Lord has not denounced? For from the top of the rocks I see him, and the hills I behold him. There a people dwelling alone, not reckoning itself among the nations. Who can count the dust of Jacob, or number 1/4 of Israel? Let me die the death of the righteous, and let my end be like his. Then Balak said to Balaam, What have you done to me? I took you to curse my enemies, and look, you have blessed them bountifully. So he answered and said, Must I not take heed to speak what the Lord has put in my mouth? Balaam's second prophecy. Then Balak said to him, Please come with me to another place, from which you may see them. You shall see only the outer part of them, and you shall not see them all. Curse them for me from there. So he brought him to the field of Zophim, to the top of Pisgah, and built 7 altars and offered a bull and a ram on each altar. And he said to Balak, Stand here by your burnt offering while I meet the Lord over there. Then the Lord met Balaam and put a word in his mouth and said, Go back to Balak, and thus you shall speak. So he came to him, and there he was, standing by his burnt offering, and the princes of Moab were with him. And Balak said to him, What has the Lord spoken? Then he took up his oracle a man, and that he should lie, nor a son of man that he should repent? Has he said, and will he not do? Or has he spoken, and will he not make it good? Behold, I have received a command to bless. He has blessed, and I cannot reverse it. He has not observed iniquity in Jacob, nor has he seen wickedness in Israel. The Lord his God is with him, and the shout of a king is among them. God brings them out of Egypt. He has strength like a wild ox. For there is no sorcery against Jacob. No, it now must be said of Jacob and Israel, oh, what God has done. Look, a people rise like a lioness and lifts itself up like a lion. It shall not lie down until it devours the prey, and drinks the blood of the slain. Then Balak said to Balaam, neither curse them at all nor bless them. Answered and said, Balak. So Balaam answered, I not tell you, saying, all that the Lord speaks that I must do. Balaam stirred prophecy. Then Balak said to Balaam, please come, I will take you to another place. Perhaps it will please God that you may curse them for me from here. So Balak took Balaam to the top of wasteland. Then Balaam said to Balak, build for me here 7 altars and prepare for me here 7 bulls and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam had said, and offered a bull and a ram on every altar. Chapter 24. Now, when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he did not go as at other times to seek the use of sorcery, but he set his face towards the wilderness. And Balaam raised his eyes and saw Israel encamped according to their tribes, and the Spirit of God came upon him. Then he took up his oracle and said, the utterance of Balaam the son of Beor, the utterance of the man whose eyes are opened, the utterance of him who hears the words of God, who sees the vision of the Almighty, who falls down with eyes wide open. How lovely are your tents, O Jacob, your dwellings, O Israel, like valleys that stretch out, like gardens by the riverside, like aloes planted by the Lord, beside the waters. He shall pour water from his bucket, and his seat shall be in many waters. His king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. God brings him out of Egypt. He has strength like a wild ox. He shall consume the nations, his enemies. He shall break their bones and pierce them with his arrows. He bows down, he lies down as a lion, and as a lion, who shall arouse him? Blessed is he who blesses you, and cursed is he who curses you. Then Balak's anger was aroused against Balaam, and struck his hands together. And Balak said to Balaam, I called you to curse my enemies, and look, you have bountifully blessed them these 3 times. Now therefore, flee to your place. I said I will greatly honor you, but in fact the Lord has kept you back from honor. So Balaam said to Balak, did I not also speak to your messengers whom you sent to me, saying, if Balak were to give me his house full of silver and gold, I could not go beyond the word of the Lord, to do good or bad of my own will. What the Lord says that I must speak. And now, indeed, I am going to my people. Come, I will advise you what these people will do to your people in the latter days. Balaam's false prophecy. So he took up his oracle and said, the utterances of Balaam the son of Beor, and the utterances of the man whose eyes are opened, the utterances of him who hears the word of God, and has the knowledge of the Most High, who sees the vision of the Almighty, who falls down. I see him, but not now. I behold him, but not near. A star shall come out of Jacob. A scepter shall rise out of Israel, and batter the brow of Moab, and destroy all his sons' tumults. And Edom shall be a possession, Seir also. His enemies shall be a possession, while Israel does valiantly. Out of Jacob one shall have dominion, and destroy the remains of the city. Then he looked on Amalek, and he took up his oracle and said, Amalek was first among the nations, but shall be last, and said, Firm your dwelling place, and your nest is set in the rock. Nevertheless, kings shall be burned. How long until Asher carries you away captive? Then he took up his oracle and said, Alas, who shall live when God does this? But ships shall come from the coast of Cyprus, and they shall afflict Asher and afflict Eber, and so shall Amalek until he perishes. So Balaam rose and departed, and returned to his place. Balak also went his way. Chapter 25. Now Israel remained in Acacia Grove, and the people began to commit harlotry with the woman of Moab. They invited the people to the sacrifices of their gods, and the people ate and bowed down to their gods. So Israel was joined to Baal of Peor, and the anger of the Lord was aroused against Israel. Then the Lord said to Moses, Take all the leaders of the people and hang the offenders before the Lord out of the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may turn away from Israel. So Moses said to the judges of Israel, Every one of you kill his neighbor of Peor. And indeed, one of the children of Israel came and presented to his brethren a Midianite woman in the sight of Moses, and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping at the door of the tabernacle of meeting. Now when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, saw it, he rose from among the javelin in his hand, and went after the man of Israel into the tent and thrust both of them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her body. So the plague was stopped among the children of Israel, and those who died in the plague were 24,000. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, has turned back my wrath from the children of Israel, because he was zealous with my zeal among them, so that I did not consume the children of Israel in my zeal. Therefore say, Behold, I give him to my covenant of peace, and it shall be to him and his descendants after him a covenant of an everlasting priesthood, because he was zealous for his God, and made atonement for the children of Israel. Now that name of Israelites who was killed with the Midianite woman was Zimri, the son of Salu, a leader of a father's house among the Simeonites. And the name of the Midianite who was killed was Cosbi, the daughter of Zar. He was head of the people of a father's house in Midian. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Harass the Midianites and attack them, for they harassed you with their schemes by which they seduce you in the matter of Peor and in the matter of Cosbi, the daughter of a leader of Midian, their sister, who was killed in the day of the plague because of Peor. Chapter 26. And it came to pass, as the plague, and the Lord spoke to Moses and Eleazar, the son of Aaron and priest, saying, Take a census of all the congregation of the children of from 20 by their fathers, all who were born in Israel. So Moses and Eleazar, the priest, spoke to them in the plains of Moab by the Jordan, across from Jericho, saying, Take a census of the people from 20 years and above, just as the Lord commanded Moses and the children of Israel, who came out of the land of Egypt. Reuben was the firstborn of Israel. The children of Reuben were of Hanok, the family of Hanochites, of Palu, the family of Paluites, of Hezron, the family of Hezronites, of Carmim, the family of Carmites. These are the family of Reubenites. Those who were numbered of them were 43,730. And the son of Palu was Eliab. The son of Eliab were Nimwah, Dathan, and Abiram. These are the Dathan and Abiram representatives of the congregation, whom contended against Moses and Aaron in the company of Korah, where they contended against the Lord. And the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up together with Korah, when that company died. When the fire devoured 250 men, they became a sign. Nevertheless, children of Korah did not die. The sons of Simeon, according to their families, were of Numwah, the son of Numwalites, of Jamin, the family of the Jamanites, of Jachin, the family of Jachanites, of Zerah, the family of Shuah, the family of Shualites. These are the family of the Simeonites, 22,200. The sons of God, according to their families, were of Zephon, the family of Zephonites, of Hagar, the family of the Hagarites, of Shunai, the family of the Shunites, of Ozni, the family of the Oznites, of Eri, the family of the Erites, of Arod, the family of the Arodites, and of Aral, the family of the Aralites. These are the family of the sons of God, according to those who were numbered of them, 40,005. The family of Shilonites, of Perez, the family of Perizzites, of Zerah, the family of Zahites. And of the sons of Perez were of Hezron, the family of Hezronites, of Hamul, the family of Hamulites. These are the family of Judah, according to those who were numbered of them, 76,500. The sons of Issachar, according to their families, were of Tola, the family of Tolites, of Pua, the family of the Punites, of Jashub, the family of the Jashubites, of Shimron, the family of Shimronites. These are the family of Issachar, according to those who were numbered of them, 64,300. The sons of Zebulun, according to their families, were of Sered, the family of Sadites, of Elon, the family of the Elonites, of Jahleel, the family of Jahleelites. These are the family of the Zebulonites, according to those who were numbered of them, 60,500. The sons of Joseph, according to their families, by Manasseh and Ephraim, were the son of Manasseh, of Masher, the family of Masherites, and Masher begot Gilead, of the Gileadites. These are the sons of Gilead, of Jezer, the family of Jezerites, of Helek, the family of Helekites, of Azrael, the family of Azraelites, of Shechem, the family of Shechemites, of Shemida, the family of Shemidites, of Hepher, the family of the Hepherites. Now Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, had no sons but daughters, and the names of those daughters were Zelophehad were Malaha, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. These are the families of Manasseh, and those who were numbered of them were 52,700. These are the sons of Ephraim, according to their families, of Shuthelah, the family of the Shuthelites, of Becher, the family of Becherites, of Tahan, the family of the Tahanites. And these are the sons of Shuthelah, of Iran, the family of the Iranites. These are the families of the sons of Ephraim, according to those who were numbered of them, 32,500. These are the sons of Joseph according to their families. The sons of Benjamin according to their families were of Bela, the family of the Belites, of Ashbel, the family of the Ashbel, the family of the Ahiramites, of Supham, the family of the Suphamites, of Hupham, the family of Huphamites. And the sons of Bela were Ad and Naaman. Of Ad, the family of the Adites, of Naaman, the family of the Naamites. These are the sons of Benjamin according to their families, and those who were numbered of them were 45,600. These are the sons of Dan according to their families of Shuham, the family of the Shuhamites. These are the families of Dan according to their families. All the families of Shuhamites according to those who were numbered of them were 64,400. And the sons of Asher according to their families were Jimnah, the family of Jimnites, of Jesui, the family of Jesuites, of Beriah, the family of Beriites, of the son of Beriah, of Heber, the family of the Heberites, of Malchiah, the family of the Malchiites. And the name of the daughter of Asher was Sarah. These are the families of the sons of Asher according to those who were numbered of them, 53,400. The sons of Naphtali according to their families were of Jazeel, the family of Jazelites, of Guni, the family of the Gunites, of Jizah, the family of Jizrahites, of Shilem, the family of Shilemites. These are the families of Naphtali according to their families, and those who were numbered of them were 45,400. These are those who were numbered of the children of Israel, 601,730. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, To these the land shall be divided as an inheritance according to the number of names. To a large tribe you shall give a large inheritance, and to a small tribe you shall give a small inheritance. Each shall be given its inheritance according to those who were numbered of them. But the land shall be divided by lot. They shall inherit according to the names of the tribes of their fathers. According to the lot, their inheritance shall be divided between the larger and the smaller. And these are those who were numbered of the Levites according to their families of Gershon, the family of Gershonites, of Kotha, the family of Kohathites, of Merari, the family of Merarites. These are the families of Levites, the family of the Libnites, the family of Hebronites, and the family of Kohathites, and Kohath begot Amram. The name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, the daughter of Levi, who was born to Levi in Egypt. And to Amram she bore Aaron and Moses, their sister, and their sister Miriam. To Aaron were born Nadab and Abihu, Eleazar and Ithamar. And Nadab and Abihu died when they offered profane fire before the Lord. Now those who were numbered of them were 23,000, every male from a month old and above, for they were not numbered among the other children of Israel, because there was no inheritance given to them among the children of Israel. These are those who were numbered by Moses and Eleazar the priest, who numbered the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by the Jordan across from Jericho. But among these there was not a man of those who were numbered by Moses and Aaron the priest when they numbered the children of Israel. in the wilderness of Sinai. For the Lord has said of them, they shall surely die in the wilderness. So there was not left a man of them except Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. Chapter 27. Then came the daughter of Zelophehad, the sons of Hepher, the sons of Gilead, the son of Mashah, the son of Manasseh, from the families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph. And these were the names of his daughters: Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. And they stood before Moses, before Eleazar the priest, and before the leaders and all the congregation by the doorway of the tabernacle of meeting, saying, Our father died in the wilderness, but he was not in the company of those who gathered together against him. Did the name of our father be removed from among his family because he had no son? Give us a possession among our father's brother. So Moses brought their case before the Lord. And when the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, The daughters of Zelophehad speak what is right. You shall surely give them a possession of the inheritance among their father's brother, and cause the inheritance of their father to pass to them. And you shall speak to the children of Israel, saying, If a man dies and has no son, then you shall cause his inheritance to pass to his daughter. And if he has no daughter, then you shall give his inheritance to his brothers. And if he has no brothers, then you shall give his inheritance to his father's brothers. And if his father has no brothers, then you shall give his inheritance to the relative closest to him in his family, and he shall possess it. And it shall be to the children of Israel a statute of judgment, just as the Lord commanded Moses, Joshua, the next leader of Israel. Now the Lord said to Moses, Go up into this Mount Abarim, and see the land which I have given to the children of Israel. And when you have seen it, you shall be gathered to your people, as Aaron your brother was gathered. For in the wilderness of Zin, during the strife of the congregation, you rebelled against my command to hallow me at the waters before their eyes. These are the waters of Merab at Kadesh, the wilderness of Zin. Then Moses spoke to the Lord, saying, Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation, who may go out before them and go in before them, who may lead them out and bring them in, that the congregation of the Lord may not be like sheep, which have no shepherd. And the Lord said to Moses, Take Joshua, the son of Nun, with you, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay your hand on him. Set him before Eleazar, the priest, and before all the congregation, and inaugurate them on their sight. And you shall give some of your authority to him, that all the congregation of the children of Israel may be obedient. He shall stand before Eleazar the priest, who shall inquire before the Lord for him by the judgment of the Urim. At his word they shall go out, and at his word they shall come in, he and all the children of Israel, with him all the congregation. So Moses did as the Lord. He took Joshua and set him before Eleazar the priest and before all the congregation. And he laid his hands on him and inaugurated him, just as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses. Chapter 28. Now the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel, and say to them, My offering, my food for my offerings made by fire as a sweet aroma to me, you shall be careful to offer to me at their appointed time. And you shall say to them, This is the offering made by fire which you shall offer to the Lord. 2 male lambs in their first year without blemish, day by day as a regular burnt offering. The one lamb you shall offer in the morning, the other lamb you shall offer in the evening, and 1/10 of an ephah of fine flour as a grain offering mixed with 1/4 for a sweet aroma, an offering made by the fire of the Lord, and its drink offering shall be 1/4 of a hin for each lamb. In a holy place you shall pour out the drink to the Lord as an offering. The other lamb you shall offer in the evening as morning grain offering, and its drink offering you shall offer it as an offering made by fire, a sweet aroma to the Lord, Sabbath offerings. And on the Sabbath day, 2 lambs in their first year without blemish, and 2/10 of an ephah of fine flour as a grain offering mixed with oil, with its drink offering. This is the burnt offering for every Sabbath, besides the regular burnt offering with its drink offering. Monthly offerings. At the beginnings of your months you shall present a burnt offering to the Lord, 2 young bulls, 1 ram, and 7 lambs in their first year without blemish. 3/10 of an ephah of fine flour as a grain offering, mixed with oil for each bull. 2/10 of an ephah of fine flour as a grain offering, mixed with oil for the 1 ram, and 1/10 of an ephah of fine flour, mixed with oil as number, as a burnt offering of sweet aroma, an offering made by fire to the Lord. Their drink offering shall be half of hin of wine for a bull, 1/3 of hin for a ram, and 1/4 of a hin for a lamb. This is the burnt offering for each month throughout the months of the year. Also, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering to the Lord shall be offered, besides the regular burnt offerings at Passover. On the 14th day of the first month is the Passover of the Lord, and on the 15th day of this month is the feast. Unleavened bread shall be eaten for 7 days. On the first day you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no customary work, and you shall present an offering made by the burnt of young bulls, 7 lambs in their first year. Be sure that they are without blemish. Their grain offering shall be of fine flour mixed with oil. 3/10 of the ephah you shall offer for a bull, and 2/10 for a ram. You shall offer 1/10 of an ephah for each of the 7 lambs. Also 1 goat as a sin offering to make atonement for you. You shall offer this besides the burnt offering of the morning, which is a regular burnt offering. In this manner you shall offer the food of the offerings made by fire daily for 7 days, as a sweet aroma to the Lord. It shall be offered besides the regular burnt offering and its drink offering. And on the 7th day you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no customary work offerings at the feast of weeks. Also on the day of the first fruits, when you bring a new grain offering to the Lord at your feast of weeks, you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no customary work. You shall present a burnt offering as a sweet aroma to the Lord, 2 young bulls, 1 ram, and 7 lambs in their first year, with their grain offering of fine flour mixed with oil. 3/10 of an ephah for each bull, 2/10 of the 1 ram, and 1/10 for each of the 7 lambs. Also 1 kid of the goat to make atonement for you. Be sure they are without blemish. You shall present them with their drink offerings, besides the regular burnt offering with its grain offering. Chapter 29. And in the 7th month, on the first day of the month, you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no customary work. For you, it is a day of blowing the trumpet. You shall offer a burnt offering as a sweet aroma to the Lord, 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 7 lambs in their first year without blemish. Their grain offering shall be fine flour mixed with oil, 3/10 of an ephah for the bull, 2/10 for the ram, and 1/10 for each of the 7 lambs. Also 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, to make atonement for you. Besides the burnt offering with its grain offering for new moon. On the 5th day, present 9 bulls, 2 rams, 14 lambs in their first year without blemish, and their grain offering and their drink offering for the bulls, for the rams and for the lambs by their number, according to the ordinance. Also 1 goat as a sin offering besides the regular burnt offering, its grain offering and its drink offering. On the 6th day, present 8 bulls, 2 rams, and 14 lambs in their first year without blemish, and their grain offering and their drink offerings for the bulls, for the rams and for the lambs, by their number according to the ordinance. Also 1 goat as a sin offering, besides the regular burnt offering and its grain offering, and its drink offering. Present 7 bulls, 2 rams, and 14 lambs in their first year without blemish, and their grain offering and their drink offerings, for the bulls, for the rams, for the lambs by their number, according to the ordinance. Also 1 goat as a sin offering, besides the regular burnt offering, its grain offering and its drink offering. On the 8th day you shall have a sacred assembly. You shall do no customary work. You shall present a burnt offering, an offering made by fire as a sweet aroma to the Lord, 1 bull, 1 ram, 7 lambs of their first year without blemish, and their grain offering and their drink offering for the bull, for the ram, and for the lambs by their number according to the ordinance. Also 1 goat as a sin offering, besides regular burnt offering, as grain offering and its drink offering. You shall present to the Lord at your appointed feast, besides your vowed offering and your freewill offerings, as your burnt offerings and as your grain offerings, as your drink offerings and your peace offerings. So Moses told the children of Israel everything, just as the Lord commanded Moses. Chapter 30. Then Moses spoke to the heads of the tribe concerning the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which the Lord has commanded. If a man makes a vow to the Lord or swears an oath to bind himself by some agreement, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeds out of his mouth. Or if a woman makes a vow to the Lord and binds herself by some agreement while in her father's house in her youth, and her father hears her vow and the agreement by which she has bound herself, and her father holds his peace, then all her vows shall stand, and every agreement with which she has bound herself shall stand. But if her father overrules her on the day that he hears, then none of her vows nor her agreements by which she has bound herself shall stand, and the Lord will release her, because her father overruled her. If indeed she takes a husband while bound by her vows or by a rash utterance from her lips by which she was bound herself, and her husband hears it, and make no response to her on the day that he hears, then her vow shall stand, and her agreement by which she bound herself shall stand. But if her husband overrules her on the day that he hears it, he shall make void her vow which she took and she was uttered with her lips, by which she bound herself, and the Lord will release her. Also any vow of a widow or a divorced woman by which she has bound herself shall stand against her. If she vowed in her husband's house or bound herself by an agreement with an oath, and her husband heard it and made no response to her and did not overrule her, then all her vows shall stand, and every agreement by which she bound herself shall stand. But if a husband truly made them void on the day that he heard them, then whatever proceeded from her lips concerning her vows or concerning the agreement binding her, it shall not stand. Her husband has made them void, and the Lord will release her. Every vow and every binding oath to afflict her soul, her husband may confirm it, or her husband may make it void. Now, if her husband makes no response, whatever to her from the day to day, then he confirms all her vows or all the agreements that binds her. He confirms them because he made no response to her on the day that he heard them. But if he does not make them void after he has heard them, then he shall bear his guilt. These are the statutes which the Lord commanded Moses, between a man and his wife, and between a father and his daughter in her youth in her father's house. Chapter 31. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take vengeance on the Midianites for the children of Israel. Afterward, you shall be gathered to your people. So Moses spoke to the people, saying, Arm some of yourselves for war, and let them go against the Midianites to take vengeance for the Lord on Midian. 1,000 from each tribe of all tribes of Israel you shall send to war. So they were recruited from the various divisions of Israel, 1,000 from each tribe, 12,000 armed for war. Then Moses sent them to the war, 1,000 from each tribe. He sent them to the war with Phinehas, the son of Eleazar the priest, with the holy articles and the signal trumpets in his hand. And they warred against the Midianites, just as the Lord commanded Moses. And they killed all the males. They killed the kings of Midian with the rest of those who were killed: Evi, Rechem, Zah, Her, and Reba, the 5 kings of Midian. Balaam, the son of Beor, they also killed with the sword. And the children of Israel took the women of Midian captive, with their little ones, and took as spoil all their cattle, all their flocks, and all their goods. They are burnt with fire. All the cities were where they dwell, and their forts. And they took all the spoil and all the booty of man and beast, returned from the war. Then they brought the captives, the booty and spoil to Moses, to Eleazar the priest, and to the congregation of the children of Israel, to the camp in the plains of Moab, by the Jordan, across from Jericho. And Moses, Eleazar the priest, and all the leaders of the congregation went to meet them outside the camp. But Moses was angry with the officers of the army, with the captains over thousands over hundreds, who had come from the battle. And Moses said to them, Have you kept all the women alive? Look, these women caused the children of Israel, through the counsel of Balaam, to trespass against the Lord in the incident of Korah, a plague among the congregation of the Lord. Now therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman who has known a man intimately. But keep alive for yourselves the priest and the chief